It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. First drive will start at the 25. Now Jackson on first down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now the first carry for Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard. Run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 6 yards left on second down. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Down. 10-2 stop. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, box drop. Let's go. Hey, we got line number 53. Big River.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Go, pretty base.
Now Mack. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Minshew sets to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Flushed out right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Thrown away and incomplete.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
For the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready, 50, play.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Patriots 3, Ravens nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. Small. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, Wahoo!
Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew. He completes this one to Mack. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Check.
Two jet bombers. Two jet bombers.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
Now Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will make it 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of
2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend. as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Second down and goal. Jackson flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
To throw again on second down, Minshew. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 16 yards, a first down.
Set, 30 base.
53, 53. I got you. He's checking. Crack.
6-6, pull it high.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 17-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. It'll be Minshew again, escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Marlon Mack There to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This time Jackson will throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
53. Mike 53.
Snap.
Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew looking for his running back, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
60
second
out,
and 7.
53 Mike. Here we go. Mike 53.
They'll run with Mack. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
60 Pittsburgh.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Smoke.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Good move at the 30. Fighting through. He's got space. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? And be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he'll bang that one through.
Ravens 21, Patriots 20.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Go!
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run. It's Dobbins. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Check 3, check 3.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On the keeper.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He can run. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 53 flight. Check 53 flight. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practice.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Matthew Ioannidis in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Throw over the middle, taken in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
39-yard line.
Ready? 50, play.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, box truck.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. But Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.